I tell lots of stories about the travelling people of Ireland. I like them, and I'm afraid of them. Most of my stories have been fine, you know, but there was one story I told on the Late Late Show on Irish television. And looking back now, with the benefit of hindsight, I can safely say it was racist. Now, I didn't know it at the time, you see. At the time I thought it was just great crack. But no! There's a thin line between racism and having the crack. But it's a line you only discover after you fucking cross it. And that story, it led me to one of the most profound encounters of my adult life. In the hospital. In Galway, where I live, in the west of Ireland. I was coming down the steps of St. Catherine's Ward, and I passed by these two travelling young fellas. And they recognised me. They let me walk on a few yards, and then they called me back. Hey! Hey, yo! Tight here! That you, isn't it? You're tight here! I seen you in the Late Show. You're a racist, Tiernan. Don't even try and deny it. I'm not afraid of nobody. I'm not afraid of my father, nor my cousin, nor my brother, nor my uncle, none of that. I always swore, if I seen you face to face, I call you out that you're a racist. That's what you are. Don't even try and deny it. Now, this was the moment I've been waiting for. A moment to turn to the travelling people and say, lads, I'm glad you called me out in that, because I'm ashamed of that joke and I wish I'd never told it. And I humbly ask your forgiveness, because I like ye and your forgiveness is important to me. I could have said that. But what actually fucking happened? I got such a fright. I wasn't ready. I did the first thing that came into my brain. I turned and answered them in their accent. I fucking swiveled and I said, who are you calling racist? They were as surprised as I was appalled. Part of me was looking at me going, is this happening to me? Well, you should go all in, Donny Brasco, all in. So I just went for it. You some nut be call me a racist, and I'm in here with me mother and father in the hospital. There's no reason for me to be here, my poor mother, she's upstairs. She gave her 19 children and she's going to go to heaven tomorrow morning. And Daddy's going to fall into the grave straight after you, and I love you so much. I'm just going across to Burger King to get some chicken dippers. I'll be back in a minute. And your mother probably know my mother, and your mother didn't even know my mother in the hospital. Why would I be here? You come and rest. I didn't mind arrest them. Didn't mind arrest them. What about her family? Give together your mother and my mother did add to your face. Well, it took them a minute, but they fucking bounced back. You can't talk to us like that. I said, like what? They said, like the way we're talking to you. And I said, So it's okay for you to talk to me like that. But I can't talk to you like that? That's racist!